Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 2-5, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 3-5. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Williams to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carry for Doug Martin. Evades the tackler and now some space. A big pickup there on the run. 35 yards.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I called still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Juggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Glennon. On the catch, it's Crowder. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now let's go!
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
Now Glennon, left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he dropped it. Now he was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That's taken at around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They run again on 1st down. Martin, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A toss play. This is Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jamison Crowder, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few bluebirds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here. That's taken up close to the 40. And here now come the Falcons. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. The play clock's running down. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And that'll make it third down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On fourth down, one of the Bucs off-season signees. It's the former Jag, Brian Anger, to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They begin the drive with Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with three tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play clock winding down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Coleman. Down to about the 22 here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They come out here in the eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They set up the screen to Martin. And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Martin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's got some space here. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, Devontae Freeman just gets better and better every time I see him. I remember him coming out of Florida State. Could do a little bit of everything. And I love the intensity he played the game with. But catching the ball in the backfield, I think this is the one aspect that he's added that's really upped his game.
And a little under the radar. He caught 63 balls in 2015, second most in the NFC.
Boy, does that make him dependable and trustworthy. Quarterbacks love a guy like that.
Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, let's go. Hey, watch this, watch this. Ready, right side. Right there, 21. On your chin.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Patrick DeMarco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And if you're going to pass first down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Play clock winding down. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now along with Martin. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
One man in the backfield, that's Martin. Now Glennon trying to lay one up deep. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Gone.
Glennon. And he's going to go down. Way back at the 42-yard line. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Following the penalty, Martin. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Watch it now, Barney.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Detroit.
A play action fake. They'll look pressure ball in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now the rookie, Roberto Aguayo, for the Bucs field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now it's Ryan. Sanu with the grab over the middle. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Red zone opportunity. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. To throw forward is Ryan. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Martin running right. They find some open field here. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 44 yards on the ground. So for that big game, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Glennon. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Hey. Hurry up.
And off comes to Martin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches said. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They set up the screen to Martin. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
They ran that one rough, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Martin. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He'll run it with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Glennon. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back. And he has it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. On second down, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Pullman down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. And now it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to throw. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, took a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go!
Glennon. Right side pass to Johnson. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Well, we have now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
Let's go! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Check. Gone! No. Check. Patriot!
Now Glennon. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run with Martin. He's been busy today. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Don Martin with time running out. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. So they're going to go for two.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.